Hello, my soul is called Rena. My soul today has learned something from my God, the only God. Um, so my soul is going to share with you what our God has shared with my soul. First of all, the word I and me glorifies the self. Whenever we speak with the words I and me, we create an illusion that we are the great I am. Now that's a lie. See, because we were created by our God. And there is only one God. The properties of God are that God is everywhere. God sees everything. God does not and cannot lie. God is the truth. God creates life and not death. We can't create life. We were created. We can create an illusion that we are God. And right now, things that are being spoken, we have words like God is in me. No. We are in God. When we say something like God is in me, what we're doing to an all-powerful, eternal, imperishable, unlimited being such as God, we are bringing God into something even smaller than a box. And how can that be true? That's not true. God is not in a box. We are God's children, and we are all created to interact and marvel with God. See, God marvels at us. God is in awe with us. Kind of like the way kind of like the way my soul is in awe with our God's creation. Like, my soul has a pet rabbit that is sharing an experience. My soul and the rabbit and God and me and you are all sharing a beautiful conversation. God loves us so much that He has allowed us to experience what it might be like to be Him. For some reason, though, we still have the need to make something for us to look up to. Whether it be this controller here, right? For some reason, if my soul wanted to, well, let me say this, myself, okay, myself wants to basically put this up and say that it is God, because myself knows that it's not God. But I can lie to my soul by looking at this object and saying that this object is God. In this way, my soul will be conned into worshiping really myself, because myself decided that this was going to be God, but truly myself knows that it's not God. So what it wants to do is find a way that it can be worshipped as God. And if my soul believes myself, which is a lie, and there's no truth in myself, there's no power in myself, myself is dead. Myself is selfish. Myself wants to be the great I am. Myself wants to be worshipped. Myself wants to be gratified. My soul was not made that way. Our soul is not made that way. Our soul is in touch with our God. Our soul is like a beautiful instrument to our God. Our soul is like a precious newborn baby to our God. And what faith is a communication between our God and our soul. And when we look at the things of this world and attempt to communicate with these dead things, there really isn't any kind of soul joy. The only thing so therefore we are left feeling lonely in our soul. Our self is lying to us, saying, well, I'll keep you company if you worship me, and if you spend the rest of your days being a slave to me. That means you need to do what I feel, and you need to say what I say, and you need to make me alive. So what happens to our soul when we feed into ourself? Our soul just begins to wither. Our soul is helpless. Our God, Jesus Christ, is so sad. Because He desperately wants us to be with Him. God made all of us special and unique. And I don't think you know how much He loves you. You are His child. You are His joy. You are the reason that He is. Without you, He's lonely. He wants us to communicate with Him, to conversate with Him, to relate with Him. He's in awe of us, and He'd like us to be in awe of Him too.